To be honest, I hadn't planned on being here this summer. On the campaign trail, that is. This was supposed to be the summer I took a breath, spent time with my grandkids, focused on winding down my career and finding a smoother, steadier rhythm to my life. But when I looked around at our city is facing, the division, the challenges, the need for calm, steady leadership, I knew I couldn't sit this one out. I'm running for mayor because I believe Loveland needs leadership that is calm, centered, and committed. We need someone who brings experience, not ego. Someone who listens more than they talk. Someone who doesn't chase headlines, but builds results. That's the kind of leader I've always tried to be as a Marine, in federal service, and now as your city council member. I'm not running for a title. I'm running because Loveland is worth investing in, and I believe I can help lead us forward. For more than a century and across the last 4 generations, someone in my family has devoted their career to serving this country in uniform. It's more than a tradition. It's a legacy of service that runs deep in who I am. I carried that legacy forward after retiring from active duty, bringing that same commitment into the private sector and through my public service, first at the federal level, and then right here in Loveland serving on the Planning Commission, and now on City Council. As you can see, service isn't something I've done, it's how I live, and the lessons I've learned go far beyond titles. Those experiences taught me how to work with people I don't know, people I don't always agree with, and still find common ground. They taught me that success depends on the mission, not the ego. You learn to adapt, collaborate, and focus on what moves the team and the community forward. That's a skill I've carried into my work on City Council. And it's also reinforced something even more important, that real leadership begins with humility. The kind that understands none of us have all the answers. That's why I welcome public input. It's not just valuable, it's vital. It's part of how democracy works. Being a leader means balancing transparency, expertise, and judgment, and doing what's right for the whole city, not just what's popular in the moment. That's what calm, centered, and committed leadership looks like. Showing up, listening, learning, and always putting what benefits the city first. One of the things I'm proud of on council is the way I've built bridges, not burned them. I've worked hard to collaborate with all of my colleagues, whether we agree or not. I've made it a point to separate disagreement from disrespect. And I've not let political pressure dictate my votes. Because the people of Loveland don't want a mayor who picks sides. They want a mayor who leads for everyone. I also want to know that the team supporting this campaign comes from all parts of the political spectrum. I'm running this as truly a nonpartisan race because this isn't about party lines. It's about what's best for Loveland. I believe good ideas and good leadership can come from anywhere. That philosophy guides how I lead and who I choose to work with. But collaboration isn't about personalities or politics. It's about solving real challenges that affect real people. One of the biggest challenges we face right now is whether we can continue to be a full-service city while meeting the expectations of a growing population and a budget structure that hasn't kept up. And that's a conversation we can't afford to avoid. Loveland is proud to be a full-service city. That means we provide not just police and fire, but water, electric, trash, broadband, libraries, recreation, to include the swim beach and fireworks and cultural programming. These aren't luxuries. They're what make Loveland feel like home to all of us. But here's the truth. We're on a precipice of not being able to afford that model anymore. And I'm not a proponent of tax increases either. Honestly, I'd love to live in a world where we didn't need taxes at all. But the reality is, if we want to maintain the full-service amenities that make Loveland more than just a place to live, but a livable, vibrant city, we have to talk honestly about how we fund it. So if we're not willing to raise taxes, we're left with one remaining path: growing the pie where we get our sales taxes from. That means attracting more businesses and development that generate revenue for our general fund. The city still wants to remain full service, and residents truly value the wide range of services that come with that. Public safety, parks, libraries, all of those things that we've talked about. But while expectations have grown, the tools we rely on to fund these services haven't kept pace. I want Loveland to stay true to its character while planning wisely for its future. That means building infrastructure that keeps pace with growth, ensuring development pays its fair share, and maintaining strong public safety. It means supporting small businesses and fostering a city where families of all backgrounds can thrive. We also need to attract employers who offer higher wage jobs and make better use of underutilized assets throughout our city. And just as important, it means rejecting division, rejecting partisanship, and leading with facts, respect, and responsibility. That's the kind of leadership I believe in. That's what it means to be calm, centered, and committed.
Hi, I'm Pat McFall, and that's why I want to be the next mayor of Loveland, Colorado. It's not about one, it's not about a few, it's about everybody. And that's what McFall for All is all about. Vote for me November 4th, Pat McFall for mayor.